The little girl was barely breathing when he found her in the desert, and the woman standing in front of him now was ready to give up everything for that single moment. The sun burned mercilessly over the silent desert when Jacob tightened his grip on his daughter's small hand. Emily's fingers trembled, still recovering from the fever that almost took her life. Just 2 days ago, she had collapsed near the old cabin, her skin burning, her breath fading. The nearest town was miles away. No doctor, no hope. That was when she appeared. Out of the dust and heat walked a native Apache woman, quiet, fierce, and fearless. Without asking questions, she lifted Emily into her arms, used herbs from the land, cooled her fever, and stayed awake all night whispering prayers in a language Jacob didn't understand. By morning, Emily opened her eyes. Jacob had seen miracles before, but never like this. Now, under the open sky, the woman stood in front of him again. Her eyes were steady, yet full of emotion. She wore the marks of a warrior, but her heart carried something far deeper. "You saved my daughter," Jacob said quietly, his voice breaking. "I don't know how to repay you." The woman took a deep breath. Her gaze softened as she looked at Emily, then returned to Jacob. "Years ago," she began, "your people burned my village. I lost my family. I swore I would never help a cowboy again." Jacob lowered his head, guilt heavy on his chest. "But when I saw your child dying in the sand," she continued, "I didn't see a cowboy. I saw a father, begging the world to spare his little girl." Silence stretched between them, broken only by the desert wind. "You gave me back my humanity," she said softly, "and you gave me a reason to believe again." Emily squeezed her father's hand and looked up at the woman. "Thank you," she whispered. That single word shattered the wall around the woman's heart. Tears filled her eyes as she stepped closer. "You saved my daughter," Jacob repeated. "Now my life is yours." The woman shook her head gently. "No," she said, "not your life." She placed her hand over her heart. "Your future." From that day on, the cabin was no longer a place of loneliness. It became a home shared by trust, healing, and second chances. The desert remained harsh, but something had changed. Sometimes salvation doesn't come with guns or gold. Sometimes it comes with a dying child, a broken past, and a choice to love instead of hate.